The Mercedes car lineup heading into 2026 feels like the brand is straight up flexing on the whole auto industry. And yeah, it's doing it with style, tech, and that signature luxury swagger Americans love. Mercedes-Benz has always been about more than just getting from point A to point B. It's about the experience, the vibe, the feeling you get when you shut the door and hear that solid thunk. 2026, Mercedes cars are expected to push that feeling even further, blending next-level technology, cleaner powertrains, and a kind of comfort that makes other luxury brands look like they're still playing catch-up. Whether you're cruising down the freeway, stuck in rush hour traffic, or pulling up to valet like a boss, Mercedes in 2026 is all about making every moment behind the wheel feel premium and effortless. One of the biggest things people in the US are hyped about with Mercedes cars in 2026 is how electric and hybrid models are becoming the real stars of the show. Mercedes isn't just dipping a toe into electrification anymore, it's going all in. Expect the EQ lineup to feel less like electric alternatives and more like the main event. These cars aren't just quiet and quick. They're smooth, refined, and packed with insane torque that hits instantly. For American drivers who want power without the guilt at the gas pump, Mercedes EVs in 2026 are shaping up to be a sweet deal. Range anxiety? Not really a thing anymore, thanks to better battery tech and faster charging that fits right into the busy, on-the-go lifestyle. Design-wise, Mercedes cars for 2026 are expected to keep that sleek, modern look but with sharper details and bolder road presence. You'll still get those flowing lines and classy proportions, but there's a more confident, almost futuristic edge coming through. Think aggressive grilles on performance models, smooth closed-off fronts on EVs, and lighting that looks straight out of a sci-fi movie. The LED and digital light systems aren't just for looks either, they're smarter, adapting to road conditions and traffic in real time. On American highways, that kind of tech isn't just cool, it's practical, especially for long road trips and late-night drives. Step inside a 2026 Mercedes, and it's pretty clear the brand is obsessed with comfort and tech in equal measure. The cabins are expected to feel more like high-end lounges than traditional car interiors. Big screens are everywhere, but they're integrated cleanly, not slapped on like an afterthought. Mercedes' MBUX system keeps getting smarter, more conversational and honestly more fun to use. You can talk to your car like you're talking to a buddy, and it actually gets what you're saying. For American drivers who love convenience, voice commands, wireless updates, and seamless smartphone integration, this is a big win. Materials inside. Mercedes cars in 2026 are all about quality with a conscience. You'll still see leather, wood, and metal, but there's a growing push toward sustainable materials that don't feel cheap or boring. Recycled fabrics, vegan leather options, and eco-friendly trims are becoming the norm, and they still look classy as hell. Mercedes is basically saying you don't have to sacrifice luxury to be a little greener, and that message hits home with a lot of US buyers who want premium without the guilt. Performance is another area where Mercedes isn't backing down in 2026. Even as the brand shifts toward electrification, it's not forgetting its roots. AMG models are still going to be absolute monsters, just with a modern twist. Hybrid-assisted performance and electric, AMGs are expected to deliver wild acceleration while staying smooth and controllable. For American car lovers who grew up loving big horsepower and aggressive styling, Mercedes is making sure the thrill is still there, just delivered in a smarter, more efficient way. Safety has always been a big deal for Mercedes, and by 2026 it's expected to be even more advanced. The brand's driver assistance systems are getting closer to true hands-free driving in certain conditions, especially on highways. Adaptive cruise control, lane keeping, automatic braking, and predictive safety features work together so smoothly that driving feels less stressful. In the US, where long commutes and highway driving are a daily reality for millions, this kind of tech isn't just luxury, it's sanity-saving. Another thing Americans are really going to appreciate about Mercedes cars in 2026 is how customizable they are. From exterior colors to interior trims, wheels, lighting themes, and even digital displays, you can tailor your car to match your personality. Whether you want something low-key and classy or loud and attention-grabbing, Mercedes lets you do you. That level of personalization matters in a market like the US, where people love standing out and making a statement with their ride. Mercedes SUVs are also expected to stay huge in 2026. Because let's be real, Americans love SUVs. Models like the GLE, GLS, and electric EQ SUVs are likely to offer even more space, comfort, and tech. These vehicles are perfect for families, road trips, and everything in between. You get the luxury of a Mercedes with the practicality Americans actually need, like big cargo space, all-wheel drive options, and enough power to handle just about anything you throw at it. The iconic S-Class, which has always been the benchmark for luxury sedans, is expected to keep setting the tone in 2026. This car isn't just transportation. It's a rolling showcase of what Mercedes can do. From massaging seats to advanced noise cancellation and semi-autonomous driving, the S-Class feels like a glimpse into the future. For executives, professionals, and anyone who wants the absolute best, the 2026 Mercedes S-Class is still the king of the road. Pricing is always a hot topic. And yeah, Mercedes cars in 2026 aren't going to be cheap. But what you're paying for is more than just a badge. You're getting cutting-edge tech, solid build quality, strong resale value, and that undeniable prestige. In the US market, where luxury buyers expect their money's worth, Mercedes continues to justify its price tag by delivering an all-around premium experience. Another big plus for Mercedes in 26 is how the brand is improving ownership experience. Over-the-air updates mean your car keeps getting better over time, adding features and fixing bugs without trips to the dealership. Service plans, digital keys, and app-based controls make owning a Mercedes feel modern and hassle-free. For Americans used to convenience in every part of life, this kind of tech-forward ownership just makes sense. From a lifestyle standpoint, Mercedes cars in 2026 are all about blending luxury with everyday usability. These cars aren't just meant to sit in a garage and look pretty. They're built to be driven, whether that's daily commuting, weekend getaways, or cross-country road trips. The balance between performance, comfort, and reliability is what keeps Mercedes relevant year after year in the competitive US auto market. When it comes to brand image, Mercedes-Benz in 2026 still stands for success, confidence, and refined taste. It's a brand that appeals to young professionals, established executives, families, and car enthusiasts alike. That broad appeal is hard to pull off, but Mercedes manages it by constantly evolving without losing its core identity. In America, where brand perception matters a lot, Mercedes continues to be seen as a symbol of having made it, without being over-the-top flashy. Looking ahead, Mercedes cars in 2026 represent a future where luxury and technology work hand in hand. The focus on electric mobility, smart systems, and sustainable materials shows the brand is thinking long-term, not just chasing trends. At the same time, the cars still feel fun, powerful, and emotionally engaging, which is something a lot of tech-heavy vehicles forget for US drivers who want a car that feels premium every single day. Mercedes in 2026 checks a lot of boxes. It's about pulling into your driveway after a long day and actually enjoying the drive home. It's about knowing your car has your back with advanced safety and comfort features. And yeah, it's also about turning heads when you roll by. Because let's be honest, that part still matters. In the end, Mercedes cars for 2026 are shaping up to be a perfect mix of old-school luxury and future-forward innovation. They respect the brand's heritage while pushing into new territory with confidence. For American buyers looking for a ride that delivers style, tech, comfort, and status all in one package, Mercedes-Benz in 2026 isn't just an option, it's a statement.